From Phoenix, we're at AMF Deer Valley for the title matches of today's JBT tournament. In the scratch division, we're going to pick up the action here in the 5th frame as Riley Dempsey trails by 18 pins going up against Riley is the top seed going up against Ben Canfield. Riley looking for the 14th title of his JBT career, while Ben a one-time winner. And nice shot from Dempsey here. It looks like he's just had carry issues on the left lane so far, but you know what? Today that doesn't necessarily matter, because as long as he strikes in the fill ball, doesn't matter if Riley loses this match by 100, because it's endless 10th frame today. If you strike on the fill ball, you get the chance to continue to add 10 pins for every additional strike you can get. We saw only one time, this is the 3rd endless 10th frame tournament, each conference is doing it once. Only once has the bowler trailing that got the endless 10th ended up catching up and winning the game. That was Jack Frost doing it against Cameron Smith out in New Mexico. Big shot for Riley just for the terms of the regular match here. Finally gets the strike on the left-hand lane with the light hit. Why does he choose number 23?
It's a favorite number.
Is it?
Like all through him playing soccer, like when he was younger, he always 23.
Gotcha. Ben, yet another one of the army of two-handers, making a name all over the bowling world. Come on up, no one said a word yet. This guy just turned 13 and shot 300 today. The youngest 300 bowler ever on our tour. Finished 4th. Yeah, tripped a 4.8 or something on the 12th ball. I don't know quite how he did that. As Ben goes up light there. Going at a 2-team pace through the 5th frame. Good turnout today. 87 bowlers started today. Thanks always to the great crew here at Deer Valley for hosting us. Always fun time here in Central Phoenix. Tricky little spare here, especially for the two-handers. Let's see if he takes some of the hook out of the ball. I know he shoots all his spares two-handed, so it's tough to do that, but he actually does. Look how straight that goes. Avoids the chop. Nice job. Ben bowls for the ASU bowling team, successful ASU bowling team. College bowling is a great way to develop your skills. They almost always bowl on really hard lane conditions, and it's very team-oriented. So, big fan of college bowling. If you can do it, do it. If your college doesn't have a college bowling program, start one up. That's what the U of A kids did this year. They had a whole lot of fun traveling around the country. See, the two-handers got to stand a little bit further left to account for all that hook. That ball is left all the way. And I still don't really get Brooklyn 10 pins like that. I would love to take like a slow-mo of those and analyze exactly how you leave those Brooklyn solid 10s.
Some of them you like wrap.
I guess it's like a wrap 10, just
It's when the one pin cuts in front of the 10.
That and
it's the equivalent to a Belmo 7.
Yeah, there you go. Good analysis from Joe Lewandowski, who finished 3rd today. In a grind-out match against Canfield in the semis. It's happened a lot on days where we've had our highest scoring tournaments. The scores don't stay as high for the title matches because finally the lanes start to break down. It was really easy at the start today, a plus 72 cut. That's very high.
So you know how like the endless 10?
Yes, Tez.
You can do like a spare shot where you can have to spare.
You have to spare.
You can't strike. You have to spare and then you keep going. But you count the first, like whatever kind of pins you get the first shot.
So you're screwing yourself over by spare.
Yeah,
but like you're punishing for striking.
It's an interesting one.
The strikes don't count that if it's endless.
That one checked early.
It's endless.
Yeah, definitely checked early. See by Riley's reaction. He didn't expect it to do so.
You know what? That right lane has been very squirrely. Like you either miss in and it goes, or you miss out and it checks. You can almost count it as an over-under sort of reaction.
Well, when the lanes start easy, that's because there's a lot of oil in the middle and a lot of friction outside, so all the bowlers are generally playing the same place. When it finally goes, you still end up with all that oil in the middle just further left than it started out being, and a ton of friction. That can develop that over-under that Joe's talking about right there, and might well be the case happening right here. Hard and straight at the spare cross lane. Good form.
He doesn't have a spare ball anymore.
What happened to it? Where'd it go?
He says he likes all this stuff at like 15-3.
It's like 15.5.
Yeah, and so he does a 718A. His weird wacko drilled 718A short. He does that. He's been missing a lot of spares lately.
400 series magnet with the 407 at the front desk. Linda Holland.
Everyone's starting to get down to the crunch time of the year here too. It's mid-February and people are grinding out the tournaments, but it goes really quick after this. All we have left in Arizona is tomorrow, then Glenfair, then McRae. So every pin, every point, all gets.
And those two centers aren't really the easiest.
Oh my goodness, even more magnified. Wow, I'm really happy Riley struck right there, because that guy pulling league over to the left let out a bellow right in the middle of Riley's downswing, and fortunately got 10 in the pin. Hey, the guy was happy about his strike. It's okay. All right, Riley going at a 208 pace right now. That's spare strike the rest of the way. Ben at a 217 pace, so advantage Ben right now. However, it could come all the way down to the fill ball.
As he usually does.
As it often does. It really puts a totally different mental spin on that last shot. Tight again, and this time Canfield doesn't get away with it. Going right through the schnoz, and 4 6s to hand the lead back to Dempsey.
That freaks me out.
Schnoz. As in, I have a big schnoz.
Derek. Jeff just said schnoz. You remember Kevin when he used to say that?
Yeah, Kevin.
Oh, that's what
The kid on my high school bowling team.
Right through the schnoz.
Oh, really? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My bad.
Oh, man.
So give Ben 164 through 8, now trails by 4. The match quickly turns over
Hey guys, if you want to be cool, you have to bowl AMF. Have you seen that little new sign?
No, you have to throw 508As.
They're right over there.
It says
And
AMF 14.
they have,
Always
like,
means
glass
fun,
guns
kids.
and stuff.
I'm just glad they got rid of those scary kids on the masking unit from the summer promotion.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I was never a big fan of those. Much better shot from Ben.
I remember that.
Those kids scared me, I gotta admit. Much better shot from Ben there.
San Diego's finest, right?
San
Everyone
San
calls
Diego's
San Diego's finest. Okay?
I think he's an underrated bowler on tour. There's so much depth on tour. We all know the regular names we see all the time. There's a whole crop of maybe 20 other people that could win any given tournament, and Ben's certainly one of them. Strike working for Dempsey here. He can shoot for 238. Of course, nothing is a shutout. Riley must have been a split second away from stopping his follow through in that last frame.
Hey, pause.
Oh, he loved that one.
Come on, kid, get them all.
When he does that little one-step motion, you know he thinks that ball's going to be pure. It was. Sets himself up. It sounds like a stupid statement, but you want to get as many as you possibly can here to make it as difficult as possible for Benny if he does get the endless
Online, the exact same pictures. One does an SM.
Riley having a bad record in
I'm
title
pretty sure
matches
they
so
just,
far.
like
Trying to get number 2 on the season. I believe he's 1 in 7 coming into
It's
this.
a funny thing about bowling where you can be a dominant bowler and make finals after finals, but you don't necessarily always win. Most of the great PBA stars are roughly 50-50
Look
in
at
their
Barnes.
careers.
Look at Sean
Barnes
Rash. He makes
is-
every
yeah.
show out there and never wins.
Marshall Holman and Walter Ray were both under 500 in their careers, notoriously so. Big shot, obviously. Oh, wow, did that check? That checked 5 feet earlier than he thought, and I think he thought that was a good ball, too.
Well, the thing about this is, though, it forces him to pick it up and gives him one shot in the 10th. It only puts pressure on one shot rather than striking in the first shot in the 10th and putting
It's true, we were talking about that before. It's almost, even though it helps your score, it's almost worse to strike on the first ball in the 10th, because then you have to strike in the next 2
Yeah.
to get your endless 10s. That said, it's still 20 pins higher as long as you accomplish that. So now he's at the 2 teens. The fill ball's going to be important too here. If he spares it, oh, Riley. What a disastrous shot for Dempsey. Everything bad that could happen on that frame just happened to him. forget the endless 10th frame, forget the lead, and forget the count, as that 7-2 finishes him at 203. He's done. As we look over at Ben's screen, the situation is simple. 20 fill here wins the match. Obviously a strike here is a winner. If he leaves anything, he must spare it and strike to win the tournament. As more open play goes nuts to his right. Oh man, what a brilliant shot. Couldn't have thrown it any better. Rings a 10. Now must spare strike to win the match by a pin. Forget endless 10th, it doesn't matter in this scenario. Spare 9 would be a tie, and we'd have a one-shot roll-off. Spare less, Riley still wins it on the bench. I know he's disappointed in himself, but he's got to stay mentally tough here in case we do go to a tie. Can't give up the ship yet. 10 pins are not easy in this situation.
Especially for 2 fingers.
No kidding. Great job at the spare. I don't know how the two-handers even throw their strike ball. It hurts my back watching them. I really don't know how the two-handers do spares that way, but made it look easy.
I think my high game two-handed is like a 170.
My game,
I got 289.
He throws it two-handed with a 10-pound spare ball, though.
well,
I can't do anything heavier.
This
He
is a
can't even loft the caps.
talented two-hander that's in every bowler's dream scenario. It is as simple as strike to win the tournament.
Like that much over the
For your second career title, here's the shot of his career. Tilts the 5 and wins the title. 204 to 203. Heartbreaker from Dempsey and clutch shooting from Ben.
That puts him at 1-8.
San Diego's finest, kids.
San Diego's finest.
Great job out of Ben. We'll hand out the awards to the top finishers, and we'll see you again
Nice job, San Diego.
for more exciting stuff tomorrow. Winner, winner.